YouTube going up as well, and we are good to go. Hey, good morning, good morning. Trade evaluation doesn't show anything. When I try to connect the simulation, it says contact administration. Hey, good morning, YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Trade evaluation doesn't show anything. When you say it doesn't show anything, you're using the Apex credentials that they gave you? End of day drawdown, no payout denials. That's pretty cool, the no payout denials. No MAE rule. I don't know what MAE rule. I gotta look into that. So if you're logging with the TradeOvate credentials, and make sure when you're clicking login on TradeOvate itself with the Apex credentials that you're hitting demo account, not live account. So look, guys, this is how Apex is gonna set things up for now. They are going to have, when you're usually you would scroll down here and it would have Rhythmic, it would have wealth charts and TradeOvate. Now it just has sort of what other prop firms are doing, and that's where you select your types, vendor balance. So you'd say, okay, type, do I want an intraday trail down? That's their trailing stop. Or do I want an end of day trail instead of the trailing stop? You say, okay, well then I want wealth charts or TradeOvate, and then account size 50K. They got rid of their bigger accounts. No more 250 and 300,000 size accounts on Apex. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, look, they were hiding it. Okay, 5 trading days to get funded for payouts. That's great. That's actually freaking cool, man. For Apex to do that, that was one of their biggest issues in my opinion. It's funny, their what's it called? The consistency rule. I was fine with that. 30%, we got to be a consistent trader anyway. We shouldn't really be up there. But now they made it 50% consistency rule, which is awesome. Daily loss limit, yes. Where's daily loss limit for that? Payout split, none. So are they just completely going to none now? They used to be 100% for the first 25K you make, and then it was 90-10 after that. But now it just says straight up none. This is their 50K account. You get started with as little as $30 with coupon code Bullish Bears. Max accounts, so this is pretty interesting. So TradeOvate, end of day trail, platform features. You start with 6 minis on the 50K, alright, 6 minis, and then you go down to 4 minis. Now again, we probably aren't going to be going 4 minis deep, 6 minis deep on these 50K accounts anyways, but it's interesting that that sizing is inconsistent. Max drawdown 2000, drawdown type end of day. So basically, guys, what it means when you go from end of day from trailing drawdown, the trailing drawdown was the account that says, hey, if you're up 500, your trailing threshold follows you 500, even if you don't close that trade out and it comes back break even on you. Now what they're saying is, if you're up 500 and then it comes back to break even, your trailing threshold, there is no trailing anymore. It's still back at that 2000 until you lock it in. End of day. That's really great. That's really cool that they did that. W's in the chat for Apex for doing that. So TradeOvate wealth charts, they got all the different plans. Oh, so there's the daily loss limit, 1,000. I also like the daily loss limit thing because it sort of forces the trader to, you know, cap themselves, not blow the account in a day, you know? TradeOvate, this, and this, nothing new there. 7 days from eval pass, available deadline. You must activate your performance. Okay, cool. So before the deadline was like a day after you signed. Now they're giving you 7 days. So the 90% off. What's up, E. Marcel? Good morning. Pretty sure there's no more monthly fee anymore. One-time fee, no rebill, eval active for 30 days. That makes sense. Will expire after 30 days, no resets. Okay, Just got so that could be an old account, right? So you might have an account from last month. Guys, make sure if you are an Apex user, since they are rolling out these new accounts and new features, when you log in, you go to your, it'll give you like your account or whatever. Go to your active accounts and cancel out all the old ones that might be billing you monthly. You don't want to be overcharged for something that you could probably get a lot cheaper right now, especially since they're changing things around. So one time I also wanted to see, where was it? Would that open up? Reset fees not available, payout split 100%. I guess they are just sticking with 100%. Inactivity policy, this is big too. Your account must be subject to inactivity rules if left dormant. Max payout requests. Oh, so interesting. Okay, the number of max payout requests allowed on this account. Oh, Okay. So now they're capping. So they're completely capping it off. It used to be after your 5th payout, which your payouts are capped at 2,000 on the 50K accounts, your 6th payout, you could take out your full profits. Now they're saying you only get 6 total payouts here. So then what's the payout cap? Did they change the payout cap then? I would hope so. Or unless that's just for end of day drawdown accounts. End of day drawdown payouts. Minimum 5 trading days. Maximum 100. Minimum 100. Safety net. Minimum balance needed. Recurring. So 50K account. 5 trading days with a minimum profit of 250. Maximum payout, so they do still have, okay, interesting-ish, I guess. So they, end of day performance, here's where it really kicks you. Oh, I got you, Jay. Check ES gap fill today. Oh, 100%, bro, I got you. We got a lot to cover after this little Apex tiff, but, this is pretty interesting. 1,500, 1,500, and then 2 grand, 25, 25, 3. So in total, what are we looking at there? 3,000 plus 5,000 plus 3,000. So 11 grand total in payouts on those 50K accounts. The reason you would want to know what your total amount of payouts is so you don't go really crazy on that account, right? You don't want to be 20K up and be like, oh shit, they just capped me at payout number 6 at 3K, that's only 11,000, what about the rest, right? So that's, I wonder what, because they're going to run into that problem. I wonder what they're going to say about it, and how they're going to handle it, and if they change anything because of it. So pretty cool there, Apex updates. Now back to the actual charts, and let's see what setups we could find, and let's also pull up Edgeful and see the odds of a gap fill today. Use a tool like use a tool like Edgeful, see statistic-based information, like gap fill by size, gap fill by weekday. Let's see, ES gap fill. Let's check it out. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Gap fill. Today's Monday. We have a gap down. I know. I'd like to see. I'm sure we have a gap down. Yeah. Look at that gap. Gap's all the way over there. Gonna update previous day's gap. So over here, let's find our 3 o'clock, 3:55. Boom. And 3:55 actually closed all the way up there. Oh, let me get this off my chart. Thank you very much. So that gap size we're looking at today is over 1% on the ES. So gap fill by size might actually be 50-50. What are we at? How far is it? 1.2? No, it's not. Gap down that wide 4 times. 3 times we did not fill it. By weekday, we could take a quick look. By weekday is always helpful too. Gap down 67% of the time. We have filled that gap on ES in the past 6 months on a gap down on a Monday. Not the best setup. Let's see. Can always keep an eye though. Alright, let's start with our daily time frame. Mark out our levels. Yeah, so eMarcel, the recurring eval, so what they used to run on their old sales, and this is probably why they ended it, is it would be 90% off your first month and then 50% off recurring. So it's like, okay, well, if you don't pass it the first month, let me just cancel it and buy a new one for a new sale. But now they're just like, forget that, and they'll most likely just keep doing what they're doing, which is running sales very frequently. So there's our gap, crazy gap lower. We are below previous day low. We broke that major pivot I was looking for. We actually broke another one too. So we had major pivot here and general pivot over here. Just can't help but make a stupid joke like that every time I say major pivot. Demand 2 hour down here at 67.85. We're starting to hold. What I'd probably look for today is going to be this demand zone that held on Friday to hold as resistance today. So we already saw that that started to hold true right here in the pre-market. So I'm probably going to break it down and look at a lower time frame and see if there's any 15-minute, 30-minute, hourly, any zones that are within this range over here. Okay, so I'm starting to see a 2 hour. Nothing I'd really want to mark out just yet. Nope. 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 I will also take a quick glance down here while I'm going through these time frames just to see if any demand formed as well. Not seeing any 30-minute demand, any 30-minute supply, possibly on the 15. Yes, we got a few on the 15 I'll mark out. So we got a double top over here. There's a 15-minute supply. Silver, is silver flying? Silver surfing. Oh, silver's dumping. Look at that. Yeah, I think silver is a good opportunity, guys. Long-term wise, I do think it's going to make its way back towards those all-time highs around 109. I think it could even head towards 120, 125. I had 150 as a possible price target when it was following this momentum we had over here. And there was supply issues, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to create an additional account in Apex. So you can't make like a new account like, oh, let me create a new account with a new email. But what you do is you just purchase a new account. Like you purchase a new eval account on the same Apex account you have. They let you use the same coupon multiple times, absolutely. Oh, this is cool. Look at this, guys. New update on market. News for ES/USD. So whichever ticker you're on, it'll have a news tab open for it. That's really cool, man. That's sick. W's to the market team on that. They're always killing it. I do like the high impact, though. Yeah, the site might be freaking out. They just dropped it yesterday. A lot of people are going to be on it. I'm sure they'll drop. Make sure you're in, if you're an Apex user, join their Discord. Because that's usually where they'll announce, like, hey, here's a new promotion started. Or notice board, we know we're having account issues, right? Tradeovate. Yeah, Rob Kiyosaki, the poor dad, rich dad thing guy. Is that what the book is called? He is bullish on silver.
Rich dad, poor dad.
Rich dad, poor dad. That's what I say it in reverse.
Yeah, whatever.
You guys get it. But he says, Lil AR on YouTube says that he is bullish on silver. And he's not bullish on it because he is the Jim Cramer of silver. Yo, he's the Jim Cramer of everything, man. Him and what's his face? Burry. Michael Burry. Dude, if he says something, I'm opposite instantly. Alright, following these 15-minute supply zones today on ES. 68.50. And this lines up within this broken demand we had, above that major level we had. So I'd like to see a pullback towards this zone for a possible short entry. You know, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know, Oz. I don't think so. I'll take a look, but I don't think so, or else they'd probably announce it too. Like, hey, we're allowing metals back into our markets now, but I don't think so. It'll probably let back in once the actual brokers decrease their margin. That probably has a big pull on it. Because even though Apex isn't really giving us that whole volume situation where it's like, oh, we are entering the market, etc., etc., it's still off of things broker based. It still wants to know how brokers are performing. If brokers are saying silver is very high leveraged right now, why would a prop firm allow us to trade it, right? The whole point of prop firms is that it's realistic in a sense that if it was our own capital, this is how we trade it. Well, if it was our own capital and we had a margin account or a futures account and silver increased its margins by 50%, we're probably either, one, not going to trade it, or two, size down like crazy. Now, we can take a look at gold and silver on market real quick. See, bias-wise, they are still bullish because of the missile launches, but because everybody is bullish on them, I was expecting a pullback on them, as we are seeing right now on silver and gold. Beautiful. Yeah, man, if we could just sell off, that would be phenomenal on gold and silver. Oh, I got you, Oz. And ES and NQ, I'd almost want to see go bullish today off of the fact that on the opposite hand, everybody's going bullish on gold. They want to go bearish on ES and NQ because of the whole war situation. Okay, well, guess what, guys? The last time the U.S. bombed Iran, we went bullish. We were bullish overnight. Not overnight, but we were bullish the next day. Where was that? That was right over here. I remember it because it was a Friday into a Monday, and markets gapped down, and then we just continued higher. That was the last time something happened in Iran from the U.S. So I'm looking for that to continue. I want to mark out our open price today, so I know where that open price is, and if we find some good buying pressure, I'm looking to go long. If we don't, I'm looking to go short. I'll play the short side. I'm ready to play both sides. I know that, I was going to say, I know Chief Keef doesn't like that, but that's okay. Just looking to sell the highs, buy the lows, trade the range, guys. Yo, good morning, everybody. If you're here on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We're getting ready to trade today. Let's see. ESNQ, bias-wise with market, 6,800 gamma. As Iran war escalates, Hormuz shipping halted. Ooh, shipping halted. That's usually not a good sign, but it depends on how impactful that is towards our economy and our manufacturing. Yeah, Bullish Bears code is for the either 85% off or 90% off, whichever sale they're running. But it'll give you whichever is the best active Apex sale. So if they're not running any sale, you'll save at least 50%. If they are running a sale, then you'll save whatever it is. Right now it looks like 85%. Some buying coming in. Yo, you got it for sure. Hundo. Alright, there's market open. I'll take along with the tight stop, so if it does just drop right here, I'm just right out, and that's fine. The reason I do want to give it an opportunity for longs, and it's right out right there, I could really try to hold towards low, but I wanted to see if buyers wanted to give us the same thing we saw last time. So once I saw the buying coming, I was okay with taking it and putting a 2-point stop loss on it, and like you heard out, was in it and out of it. That's fine. These are paper cuts. It's okay. And it could just continue from here. That's okay too. At that point, I'll just be patient for a better entry. But I do want to see buyers continue. Equities holding up, might take a re-entry. Let's see. Towards these 609s if we can. Definitely have the right eye on that for the longs. Just got to see where we're at right now. See if we could pull back a little bit. Yeah, good buying volume coming in here. Solid, solid. Depending on how this 5-minute wants to close too. Again, 5-minute just opened. Market just opened. I will look for the point of control of this 5-minute to be our stop loss or our entry area on the next 5-minute. So here's our 5-minute candle. Go to our volume, our footprint. It was definitely right on the longs. Look at that, 10 points from entry. Could have given it a bit more room in my own trade. Point of control moving even higher. That's crazy. Low volume down here near VWAP. Equity's pumping right now. Very nice, guys. Very nice. Very nice. I tweeted over the weekend, be careful going short. Everybody's going to be going short. Last time we bombed Iran, we were bullish. Here we go. Let's see. Just be patient now. Be patient. I'm not in it. I did try along here. I got stopped out on the wick. We were looking for it. It's okay. Just going to wait. See for 68.17 possible re-entry. 19 to 17 area. There we go. Look at buyers trying to hold good strength here. Boom. Nice, man. Nice. Mint. Beautiful. Dude, killer bias off that open. Before even market open.
I did take that at 805, 6805.
You took that at 68.05? Let's go. Big money. Let's go. You guys don't have to take the exact trades with me, but if you hear what I'm saying, it makes sense to you, find your setups, take them yourself. Above the open price, so we're back green on the day. See that green candle? Low, very low volume in this area. That we've held. So if we can pull back, that would be ideal. But I gotta be real patient for something like that. At this moment, 68.20 to 68.17 is the area I'll be keeping an eye on. Make sure, AM, did you end up figuring that out on your Apex account? And are you on Tradeovate or TradingView? No, your E Marcel, AM, AHM in here. He, oh damn, look at these buyers, man. Nah, I got you, bro. What's up, Frank? Joyce, good morning. Marziti, what's poppin'? Damn, man, buyers, buyers, buyers. Yo. Top of the volume shelf. What's up, Joyce? Good morning. Buyers are going crazy on equities right now. I don't think we pull all the way back to there anymore. No way. 5 minute just closed. Where's our point of control on that last 5 minute candle? All the way down here. That's right near that price level I was looking for. 68.20. That'd call for a pretty deep pullback. That's a 15-point pullback right there. I don't think markets are going to have it in them, but we'll see. Nvidia's not really pulling back. There we go. Buyers might get ready for a squeeze up here. Be careful, be patient. I'm not taking longs at the highs. Unfortunately, was in long down here. Wicked out and found out. What's up, Joy Shawarma? Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Ozzy, Mike, yo. Nvidia breaking out. Everything's breaking out right now. Oh man, these buyers are going crazy right now.
Yo.
Oh man, this is just a buy and get out type of market right now. Higher highs, higher lows.
Unfortunately, we might not get a pullback, but target is still 857.50.
857.50. On NASDAQ?
Yes.
Yes, 8.
I mentioned it this
Oh,
morning that
gotcha.
will be the target if we fill the gap 850, 750.
Gotcha. Beautiful. Beautiful. 57.50. Which gap do you have? Or would test the gap or fill the gap?
It's a large gap. We might not fill it, but that's going to be the target. 850,
Gotcha.
750.
Gotcha. I see that.
We have
I
an
see that.
unfinished auction up there.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Very good. Yeah, I like that level. If we're looking to follow the momentum, we're taking it here on the higher lows. Look at the 1 minute, guys. You guys know I don't like the 1 minute chart, but talk about straight up. Beautiful. Very nice. Logging in through Apex to Tradeovate. I'm not too sure. If you want to share screenshots, you can. I'll try to figure it out. If not, I know you said you reached out to them. Maybe, hopefully, they can figure it out for you. Guys, I'd like to see... Where we at? I'd like to see ES pullback here. Like, give me a solid pullback. Even towards, like, maybe 33. 35 to 33. 31 would be that stop loss there. So enter right into that 34 area. We'll see. Patience. We are extended above our value area high right now. We do want to be a little patient there and also see when this 5 minute closes, our value area high should update too. And if that moves way higher with price, then we're just going to be extra patient. Let's see. Oh, we just got close. All right, let's see. How are our equities doing? It's crazy zoomed in on equities. Equities are pulling back. I'm not entering here. If we start to hold, I will, but it doesn't look like we're trying to hold here. How's our NQ? VIX? VIX trying to move back higher, which would be bearish. There's a little bit of a hold. Give it a shot with the stop at that 31.50. 32 we'll call it. But not the best area because we're coming off of highs. So if we do dip again, still looking for a possible long entry. Just got to be a little more patient on that said entry. But let's just be patient. We are currently in it. I liked this area we pulled back to. Just be a little patient there. Equities had good momentum before, so I'd like to see some follow through on that end. Weighted index moving higher, very good, very nice. Out of one. There's a headline coming in right there. I'm gonna get out just because I didn't check the headline yet, and I don't like the spread we have. You see how dark Bookmap looks here? That shows a wide spread on the bid and the ask. It shows that buying and selling market participants aren't as aggressive, and when they're not as aggressive, that can usually lead to some uncertainty and possibly a reversal. So because it's not giving me that continuation looking pattern off of this level, I'm going to stay a bit more patient. Took it for a scalp, decent little profit on that. Now we just wait. Yo, good morning everybody. DCG, DFT, what's going on? El Merito, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. I do like that we're trying to make some higher lows here off of this higher low. If we could take this high out, give me a bit more confidence. 42. But equity's starting to fail a little bit here. Just a little bit temporarily. And I also got VIX at that level too. So if VIX starts to reverse with ES and NQ, definitely be going down for a little bit. But another higher low trying to form here. We did not come off a higher high yet. Looks like we tried. There it is. There it is. But that's not even a higher high off of this high yet. That's just an internal structure break, right? Off of this sort of ceiling we had here at 42. But I do want to be a little careful. Buyers keep getting a little weaker up here. And we had that supply zone at 68.50. So Brandon, good morning. Dan, good morning. Jay owns Joyce, good morning, guys. Siva, Rob, what's up, Rob? Rob, we went through Apex a little bit earlier. A few quick things. I guess I'm not going to cover it again right now because markets are live, but I will share the stream, the YouTube stream link in the main chat real quick for you. And if you want to just go to the beginning of that, that is where we covered the new Apex update and the new drops. Oh, we didn't cover, though, a real quick question for Apex here. So they changed the whole payout thing, right? The end-of-day payouts. I want to know end-of-day versus intraday. Intraday payouts. Did they cap it at maximum 6 payouts? Yeah, wow, okay. Interesting. Same intraday performance account max payouts for intraday and end of day. Let's check that headline that came out. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I'm not like, oh, they're the worst now. You know what I'm saying? It's not the worst thing that can happen to them and to us as traders.
Good morning, Kevin.
What's up, Dan? Good morning.
All good. Guess who was awake at 3 a.m.?
You?
That's 8 a.m. for me.
Nice.
Guess who exited after 100 points?
There you go. But then what? Oh, got you. You got out for 100 when it ran up 300?
500 now.
Oh, nice. Did you try the multiple positions, the 2 positions, and letting one run? Or we'll get to that, man. Don't be so hard on yourself on cutting the winner short just yet, because you're not really cutting it short. 100 points is still a nice move. If that was your predetermined target, that's all that matters. But you could worry about letting winners run once you hit that consistency.
There's a 4-hour supply zone above me earlier, and I'll wait for that next time.
Good. No, that was fine. I got you. What's up, Mark? Mark on YouTube, good morning. I would possibly look for another retrace towards this 34 again. It did hold very well. We might not get it, though. We're making some higher highs, higher lows. We might just break out right here. Equity's looking ready to break. Just be a little patient.
Still in it. Target's 57.50, just like I said.
There you go. There we go. Are you long?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Another run through right
Plotted
here.
this morning. It's right so far, so I'm sticking with my gut.
Hell yeah, Jay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like these breakouts here, we can scalp these guys. We can scalp these if you're looking to be a scalper with volume and bookmap. That's how I use it. VIX moving lower, so VIX is not trying to reverse from this level yet. This is a supply zone I had marked out. So just be a little careful on that part. But we do have that gap area above it, so I wouldn't be surprised if markets did what we've seen the past couple weeks, and that's break it and then reject. So a couple things we'll keep an eye on. We are starting to reject this level now. I will say, though, the 15-minute just opened, and this is the 15-minute right now. Let's see, our 30-minute time frame. 30 minutes, got 13 minutes left. We have good buying pressure up here. Feels more like we're going to head higher then get back lower. So stay patient if you're looking for a short. If you're looking for a long, we're buying the dip. Look at that. Buy the dip, new high a day. So be patient here. A lot more buying than selling right now. That is great, man. Oh, I can't wait to post my tweet on a reel and be like, this is why markets moved higher today, and this is why you should have listened to me. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to make the mistake I made before. I'm not going to be a dick for a tick out at the top.
There you go. You taking profit up here?
Yeah, just short of 150 on micros. So it was got the re-entry. But
Oh, okay.
it's going to hit 57.50. It's going to.
Very good. Very good. Good long, man. Good job. I tweeted one day ago, seeing a lot of speculation about markets, S&P, NASDAQ selling off at market open because the U.S. attacked Iran. The last time we bombed Iran into the weekend, last year, markets moved higher. Don't be fooled. Just listen to markets, man. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just reading what the market's telling me. What markets have told us in the past. They say history doesn't repeat itself. I call bullshit. I'm pretty sure we've seen plenty recently to tell us that history does repeat itself when we don't learn it. Seeing a lot of speculation about markets selling off at market open because the U.S. attacked Iran. Last time we bombed Iran into the weekend. Last year, markets moved higher. Don't be fooled. This was yesterday in the evening while markets were selling off. We're going to fill that gap, 68.88. We got 68.75 to the upside. Jay, you were on the J money today, man. Love it.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've been incorporating TPOs into my footprint analysis, and once you learn to read them, they're incredibly resourceful.
Hey, that's cool, man. Very cool.
I got today's trade set up. I wanted it long. I should have got an 805 like E. Marcel did because that was an exhausting print, but you know, live and learn.
I know. You know, it's funny. Me too, man. I took the longs right off open. I should have just been a little more patient. I got out at like 808. And then, yeah, the 805 was beautiful. That was a nice, very nice area. Hindsight, of course, being 2020, was an area I should have been able to mark out had I had a little bit more time, maybe. But we'll see. We got it, man. That's fine. Do you have any videos on TPO strategy? So that's Jay. Jay's using TPO. I have not used TPO myself, nor have I made a video on it. But Jay, if you want to launch me any information that you have on it, would love to learn a bit more myself and possibly put a video together for you guys. Always happy to help.
Sure, I can send you a couple playlists from. Basically, I used to watch Sierra chart videos. This guy does all Sierra chart, but he explains it really well. If you want to dive into that.
Yeah, cool, man. 100%. 100%.
The short of it is that TPO is the price that gets crossed the most. So it's like a very, very busy intersection on a road. That this is the street that gets crossed the most, and that's what a TPO is. It's quite different from volume profile, because volume profile is where price hangs out, where the most contracts are traded. But the road or the price that gets crossed the most is TPO.
Gotcha, that's cool. Thank you, Mars. Did you use TPO?
No, not necessarily. I know Signet does. And to me, TPO makes for good target. But I don't know that it's an entry point. But then again, I don't trade it, so I don't know the strategy if there is one.
Okay.
And we just hit 57.50. The auction has been completed.
Nice. I'd like to see that previous point of control hold from last candle. So I'd want to try along near like 52. Stop below at like 49. Ooh. I'm seeing a little selling. Be a little careful. I mentioned that we could break the zone and then reverse. But let's see. Yeah, blue to my stop. Just gonna wait. Still rather be long than short, but I do see that selling volume coming in there. There's that point of control. We had a lot of buyers here, and we had a low volume under it. Nvidia pulling back. Equities are all pulling back right now. Would not look to grab longs just yet. Would possibly look for, yeah, I was going to say this area down here is the last spot that sellers tried to enter the market. It's also that broken supply zone we had. Now, usually when we have broken zones, I use those as support, right? So if they were resistance, now I want to see it work as support. But we do have a lower volume shelf at 33, which is even lower than that. That's way down here. VIX is at a key level 2 to be a little careful with. We're coming off this zone. I want to see a good reaction off this and a strong continuation on higher. See if we could hold this 41 was a recent low. This 37 is a recent low. These sellers came in with some strength. Nvidia's selling off. Google's selling off. Look at these guys, man. Come on now. Let's hold back up. Let's squeeze up. A lot of equities showing weakness, though. A lot of equities showing weakness. 15 minute, 30 minute. I always want to be looking at other time frames. See what's going on there. 15 minute, 30 minute, 30 minute. So 30 minute, if we break back below this 39 with some strength, I could possibly see this being a reversal candle to the downside on the 30. But again, off that whole Iran situation, how markets reacted last time, wouldn't really want to be so quick to go in short. So that's why I would want to see that 30 minute give me the reversal candle instead of trying to force the short right now and it possibly bouncing back up higher again. Trying to hold here. I do like that. Want to see us back above 68.50. Equities wicked a little bit. Nothing crazy. Come on, give us a tug above the 68.50. 68.50. There we go. 68.51. Struggling a little bit. Want to see a quick move up here on equities. 15 seconds left. I really want to see this 5 minute close above this red level, the 68.50. Oh, so close. Yeah, not a fan of the candle closing red on that. Probably get out of the long here for some strength. And then possibly look for a short if sellers do take some control at some point. But if we do just keep heading higher, I want to see if those buyers can give us another kick up. So let's see. They keep struggling. They're leg up, struggle, leg up, struggle. So I want to see if we could start breaking below 43. If we could start breaking below 43, that 30 minute might be setting up for that possible reversal, right? We break 43, we're headed towards 40, we're getting a strong sell-off maybe towards 30 I would really need hourly. Doesn't look too ideal though. We got to be realistic with the market. It's not looking like a realistic expectation. 15 minute could be giving us that reversal candle. We hit that 57 to the T, Mr. J Money. I like the struggle that we're seeing here. I almost do want to try it short, but with 3-4 minutes left, I wouldn't want to jump the gun in anything right now. Why is the dollar up? Yo.
You got 4 minutes till ISM.
Good call. That's right. ISM manufacturing today. Manufacturing or services? Manufacturing.
Manufacturing.
Gotcha. Let's see. Let's check the trend on it. Ooh, it spiked last month. What's up, Exhausted Trader? Yo, I'm gonna have to steal that name from you. What's up, Bert? Good morning, man. How are you? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Happy Monday. Holding that 43 pretty well, but I'm not seeing any more high probability entries right here. Just be patient. Looks like NQ may fold the Friday RTH open. Oh, may hold. I read that as may fold. Let's see. Friday RTH open. Okay, that's an interesting level to have marked out. What do you have, like previous days RTH open marked out? That is right here. Wow, that's where we opened Friday? Yeah, oh wow, we're above it. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. That's so cool. Very cool. That's crazy, man. That's really made its way back. I know so many traders in that content trader space that are, oh, go short at market open. We bombed Iran. Yeah, go short at open. Sure. I like that these sellers are failing to go anywhere. I'd want to go long based off that, but I'm not going to because we do have that ISM manufacturing at 10. All time frames are looking better to hold to the upside, though, so there is always that. If you are in a trade, sure, go for it. Me, myself, I'm not going to do that. Not worth it. Look at those longs. Me, personally, I would like to see maybe this continue higher like we're seeing now. Great. And then maybe a wick lower on ISM. Take the longs once we start reversing from that low. Stop at the low we created and target those 870s. I do want to see us continue higher. I'm sure there are still people trying to short this market. What's up, everybody? What's up, Hayes? Habibi, good morning. Gray. Doesn't matter what your name is. Good morning. It does if it's too long and it makes me have to read out a whole name. I'm just kidding. Motion Man. What's coolin', bro? Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. It is just about 10 o'clock. ISM Manufacturing is about to come out. It's going to be the best news. We're going to get the best manufacturing. We're going to bring manufacturing back. Let's see if manufacturing's back.
You've been practicing that.
Only with you guys. Let's see. Above would be more bearish. Okay, for rate cuts at least. Okay, let's see. Market's giving us a wild reaction here. I think that might have been our dip before we rip. I'm not taking it yet, man. I don't like this. I don't like it yet. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pow, pow, pow. Let's see. Headlines, headlines, headlines. Manufacturing Index February. Beats. How will that impact equities? Tell me. Tell me, Mr. Market. MRKT. Bullish on equities. Okay, so still looking for a pullback then. I will give this zone a shot, seeing how well it's trying to hold. So we'll see if we get an entry near that area. Stop near the lows, because we see that we haven't really broken that low. But be patient. Google trying to hold. Very nice. Very good. Beautiful. Wonderful. Amazing. And the rest. Let's go. Let's go, buyers. Fantastic. Let's go, guys. Huge. Money, money, money. Run it. Run it, markets. Let's run it. Let's make new high a day right here. 3:14 left on this 5 minute. Come on, buyers. There we go. 56. So close. Boom. It's close. Oh my god, it's like a tick away. There it is, guys. New high a day, 58. And we're locking in profit. Shmoney, man. Look at this zone, man. That was a beautiful area today. Very nice to even just give us that range to trade. Buy the lows. Great trade. Good longs. Good morning.
I was looking at Gex and it says call wall at 6900.
Cool. So that gives us another run up, 6907. I had gap fill price target 68.88. W's in the chat. Hold up, I gotta find it. Good longs, good buys, good read, good run. Dan, you like that thing? What did I say? Our job is to be a board trader or something like that?
Yeah, that's not why I got into it, to be honest.
No, I know it's not why, but I'm saying, like, with the trades we took over here, the scalps I took at least, they weren't like, oh, we're in, oh, go, go, go. We were just, okay, this is the range, I'm taking it because the range held, and then boom, new high a day. It was just very boring in a sense that we weren't, like, on the edge of our seats. We weren't freaking out. We gotta be not bored like, oh, this is boring, but bored that we know what we're waiting for. Bored that we know what to expect. Not that we're expecting anything in the markets. We're never predicting anything, but expecting that, okay, yeah, this level held up 3-4 times already. I'm going to assume it's holding again. And if not, then I just take a small loss. If it does, then I'm in for a great risk to reward on that.
Yeah, no, I did like it. I was being sarcastic. And yeah, it was, I like the fact that it's okay to be bored, right?
That's right. That's absolutely right. Sometimes if we're too excited about something, it messes with our mindset and we can't think straight. Great run right here. I got out at 58. We just hit 68. Expecting 70 to be tested at some point. Possible re-entry off of 59 to 57. We'll see about that one though. 59 to 57. That's a real small area. Possibly look for, if anything, we saw how well we hold this broken supply. Now that we're breaking and closing above this one, do markets want to give us, like we saw over here, a same setup? Do markets want to repeat themselves? Show that, yes, this is what we're going to try to trade off of now. So I will keep my entry a bit lower towards that area down here. And we'll see if we pull back to it. Not the biggest pullback, just looking for a 9-point pullback in this 60-point move we had. Good morning, guys. What's up, Kyle? Yo. Good morning, man. Orage, what's going on? Poot da boot. Good morning. Jay Jones, what's up, what's up? Let's see. Waiting, not going long up here, no way. Not yet. You trade directly in Bookmap now? No, so I'll show you. I got a monitor up over here, my other monitor, where I got my execution. So TradeOvate into TradingView. TradeOvate's the broker, TradingView is the actual execution screen I use. Buyers might squeeze it here. Looks like we're getting ready to squeeze. Nvidia pumping higher. Google's pulling back a little here. Apple pushing up. Yeah, we got a better chance of squeezing higher here than failing lower. That's for sure. VIX dropping at a key level on the VIX at 1996. Oh, actually, it looks like it's still at 21. Boom, new high a day there. Stay patient. Only 10:07, man. I just need a little pullback. Buyers, new high a day, boom. Buyers stepping in, higher low, boom. This is a trend trade right here. This is a trend day right here. That's amazing. You know, it's funny. I'm more excited, not that we made money on the trades today, but that I wrote that tweet out yesterday. I'm not a big Twitter guy. I'm not. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm seeing it. I got to put proof out there somewhere that I'm bullish, while everybody else on social media is like, oh, we're gonna sell off. I should have wrote about gold too. How everybody's expecting bullish, watch market open and us flop, and here goes 54.20 down to 53.50. It's a 70-point drop on gold. It is still continuing higher though in general, so I wouldn't want to be bearish on it necessarily. But ES and NQ, those were shaping up to give us a bull move today. Let's see. I can't wait to see what all like the social media people say about like how today happened. Like, oh, you were bearish, but you know, markets went bullish because of this, or markets are manipulators, blah blah blah. What's up, Kyle? Killing it. What we got? What we got? Oof. Kyle's cooking with Kyle over there, man. What an entry. What an entry in play. Oh, that was like the same range we took on ES, right? When ES was over here, you took the lows over here on NASDAQ. That's cool, man. Good job. Love me a good range. Yeah, come on, pull back. Let's go. Because what the sellers don't get is that, oh, okay, or the buyers, both really, just retail in general doesn't understand, is if we pull back from here, that's not a reversal. We're pulling back off of a new high of day. It's a pullback. Unfortunately, we have a lot of buying volume over here between 59 and 61, so we might not hit that 57. So I am just going to be extra patient and see how markets want to play out and see how markets want to react. If they give us a good reaction off of this zone, like let's say we dip, we immediately find buying volume like that, but down here, then I'll take it down there. That's fine. I'll keep my stop at the low below that. Gotta be prepared. Excuse me. I'd also like to know where the most pain would be in the market, right? Now, that's sort of one of the reasons I was more bullish going into today, because having the knowledge of, okay, all these people are posting about they're bearish, that's going to be the most pain. If most people are bearish, okay, then we're going to probably go bullish. We know markets are irrational, right? We know markets go against the common bias. So when we have those intraday moves, when we have those over the weekend big headlines, that's where that whole sell the news saying comes from, right? We hear news like we bombed Iran and everybody wants to be bearish, thinking that's not good for the markets. Meanwhile, they do it over the weekend, so markets can't give us that reaction. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter what your name is. I was just kidding before. But markets, so it's funny. I was going on social media over the weekend and I saw this one post. Somebody sent it to me actually, and was like, the reason that presidents bomb and start wars and do things like this after markets closed isn't for no reason. It's not for manipulation. But they do it so that markets can't panic sell. If we bombed Iran in the middle of a Friday, markets are going to panic sell. We won't know the reaction of that. But when we bomb them Friday night, Saturday morning, and we get the news that, hey, we killed their leader, now markets could sort of start to price things in and start to react a little more calmly. What time is it, guys? 10:12. 10:12. The markets have been beautiful. Let's see.
I may be a little bit skeptical about what you just said there, Kevin.
What about the whole bombing thing?
Well, the guys, the dark pools, the guys with deep pockets are making it over the weekend, and then we're left to pick up the pieces kind of on Monday morning, right?
Not really. Not. What are you talking about? Like futures though? Because volume-wise, futures markets, ESNQ, those all come in during the New York session anyways. So I'm sure there's like you said, dark pools, other ways they can make money via the stock market without showing some sense of volume. Like maybe being able to buy these lows down over here around 67.80 and being in for over 100 points on the ES. I'm sure there's a way that they can do that without showing a massive print. But we're never, move-wise, we really had the best move here during the New York session. So not really us picking up the crumbs. The best move happened during the New York session. The crumbs happened overnight for this market at least.
Not if you're buying stocks. We're basically where we were at the end of day.
Oh, I
Friday.
gotcha. Yeah. So that's also another way to look at it, right? So people that end a day from, let's say they were in the SPY on Friday close, they opened, they were very red, they had to close out their position most likely. And what did that lead to? A short squeeze, right? So we squeezed all the way back up to that recent day's close. So that's another way to say, okay, where's there the most pain in the market? Well, there's going to be the most pain if we get a big gap down like this. People are going short this whole time, and then we fill that entire gap. Now they're getting stopped out, they're getting squeezed, and they're probably going to flip their position long there. But still at the moment, buyers do have a nice hold. We see the buying volume.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on under the hood, like dealer positioning, and making sure that delta is neutral. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, like options flow wise. Yeah, absolutely. They can't hide like options. Options have to be traded though during the New York session. So 100% on that. I do wonder if they showed anything options wise going into Friday night, like if they had any hindsight. Now there was also headlines and people saying that the bombing of Iran wasn't really that out of the blue. People were sort of expecting at some point during this 2026 it was going to happen. So we have to take every sort of perspective and every analysis and breakdown for what it is, and that's everybody's own opinion. So do you believe that to be true? That's up to you. On anything and everything, right? But when it comes to markets, the best thing we can do is look for things that repeat. Look for simple clues. Look for price action patterns. Look for things that we could make money off of. Possible squeeze here. Equity starting to pull back a little bit. Would want to see us head towards 64. Really wanted that 58 area. 56 is that broken supply I wanted, but we're just cruising, baby. Oh, we're cruising. We might go to another high a day right here. Equities are getting ready to pump. This is crazy. Just can't stop, won't stop on these. Some buyers trying to come in here and failing. A little bit of a red flag on that end, but I want to see a big break here. Come on, buyers. Let's take it higher now. Sellers trying to absorb these buyers. Buyers looking a bit stronger here, looking for a break of 68.74. There's a break of 68.76, and here's a move on higher and new high days inbound. And let's see. VIX is moving lower. Equity struggling here. Cat trying to sit on my keyboard. Just staying patient. Yo, he's making me buy and sell. Don't do that, please. Thank you. Bad risk manager right there. Kitten. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Could you hear me laugh? My goodness. Bad whisker management.
Bad way. That's great. That's perfect. I should make a meme on today. Me watching everybody short the market as it rips higher on news because they don't know how to really trade news. How I made, what are we at today? $619. How I made $600 fading every content creator trader on here because they thought shorts were the move. It'd be pretty funny. Is it rejecting off yesterday's end of day? Not quite yet. ES hasn't gotten there yet. Gap fill 68.88. So that's a target I wanted to really see price come to. So hopefully we can get there. Nvidia continuing higher. This pullback might just be like the rest of the pullbacks we've seen. And that's a bit of a fake out there. I'm just going to stay patient. What are you doing? Let's see.
I think Nas has had gap fill.
Yeah, I think Nas filled its gap. Yeah, 100% on that. Cause did it? No. Wait. 355, close up here. No, not yet. Previous New York close did not get filled yet. Would love a pullback.
Yeah, I got the wrong candle.
Got you. Be careful.
Looks like we had a minor exhaustion print on the last candle, so I think you're about to get your pullback.
Nice. Finally. Big seller down here, not being rewarded with follow through. In fact, markets are trying to reverse on them. I would be careful off of that. And we've had good buying momentum today. Nvidia is still pushing higher. 180.93 right now, about to break 180.91. Sorry, 181. There's an Nvidia above 181. Let's see. VIX at a key level. How is our 15-minute, 30-minute? They're all just still looking bullish. 30-minute could have the opportunity to sell off and give us a bearish close. That would be a small green body, longer upper wick. So we'll keep an eye on how the 30 wants to close, especially because it closes in about 8 minutes. It's going to be the next two 5-minute candles, this one and the next. So we'll let those close out, see how they want to close, and see how markets want to react. Still bullish until proven otherwise. Bullish doesn't mean I'm long, just bullish overall buys. Don't eat that. Cat's like, yo, let me eat this notebook real quick. Delicious. Alright, here we go. Looking for the 60s to 57. Really wanted 57. Yo. Alright, we're getting there. This area right here, 63 to 59, was a lot of buying. Yeah. Let's see. If I was still trading futures, I'd look for longs 25.090. Got you, bro. Wait, 20. Oh, 225.090. Here's some buyers stepping in at that level I mentioned. Here's some sellers still trying to sink us through. I had 68.60 as where I wanted to see a pullback. XAG USD looking good for longs. Silver? Possibly. Possibly, yeah, it's trying to squeeze here. I would probably let this 15 close out, though. See if it wants to get back green again. Here we go, ES. Come on, give us that area. So close. It's at a key point right now. I'd almost want to try it here. Yeah, look at that reaction. I did not get in. I'm looking for ES now. Look at that beautiful reaction off light volume. Unfortunately, we might have missed our entry by 2 points. It held that low volume area, so it did hit the low volume area. I was looking for the broken supply, thinking that it would possibly stop those low volume people out and hit the supply. Did not do that. It's holding the low volume area. So let this candle close. If it gives us one more opportunity towards 58, we'll take it there. Privrack, what? We'll see, man, we'll see. I like that buyers did show themselves down here at this 59. 30 seconds for the 5 to close. This is going to be tough. If we close strong body, which would mean big red body to the downside, I'm not looking for longs. If we close somewhere sort of up here where we are right now, I will look for a pullback and go long, possibly off the break of that recent 5-minute low and a reversal. Caught that 68.59, 68.50, 68.66. Good job. Good job, Poot to Boot. Yes, sir. Alright, I'm looking for this area again, 59. I doubt it's going to give it to us. We'll see. VIX at a key level, trying to move back lower again. So I am looking for a long entry somewhere. Watching the volume down here too. Come on, give us that pullback without going lower all the way. We'll see. If we dump crazy strong here, I'm not jumping in at 68.60. I will see for that 57 entry. Too good to pass up, right? Let's... We're trying to hold high or low here off 62. Not in it. Let's see. Let's see. Buyers showing a little struggle here, but they are still present. Getting some aggressive selling here towards the low of this candle, so be careful. Looking for possibly 68.60 in the next 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds. And then I'm going to need to see that pop back up.
All right, the leaderboard is going into chop. We are currently on a fan line, so this could be an inflection point right now. Targets to the downside, 68, 40 would be about right if we can do that.
All right, let's see.
We had a measured move here after the open, and we rejected the 111 or the 1236.
All right, there's the
So
break.
that is a bearish indicator for the short term.
There's the break of that 5-minute low. We're in that low volume area again at 57. Really want to see that start to hold now. So look, we hit the low volume area again, so I'm in. I just want to be a little careful though, because sellers have shown some strength. And I still have that broken supply, broken supply right under us. At 57. I will say even down to like 56 is low volume. So I wouldn't be completely against the shorts. I guess I'd really want to see a good 5-minute reversal. Like give us a good rejection. Show some buyers. Give us something convincing, you know? That's not convincing. Not convincing at all. Alright, there's the broken supply we had. Earlier we held the other broken supply zone as support. We had low volume here when we ran up earlier. So this is the spot that I was looking for a reaction. So 25 seconds left. Let's give it a moment. If we start ticking back higher, I'll try to get in along at above that recent candle's low. Yo, did you not eat cardboard? Thanks. Cat's like, hold up, I'm hungry. Didn't really give me the best, again, not the most convincing of rejections. We did wick the broken supply, we'll give it that. 30-minute time frame just closed though, so we'll take a look at that. 30-minute did give us a possible rejection candle. I do want to be a little careful there. There's
All right, ES just completed a fair value gap fill with that 68.55-ish low. Obviously, we know where we're going if we go north. If we go south, 68.45 is on deck if we go south.
Nice. Yeah, sellers look like they're possibly getting ready for a pullback. Here would just be a little patient. Wouldn't be so quick to be bearish, but obviously buyers have started to lose their footing. Nvidia getting a little weak there. Would like to see even a pullback towards VWAP would be great. There we go. There we go, nice. Equity's getting a little weak there. Staying a little patient. This is still that broken supply, so not for nothing. This is a support area. Hit daily profit. Let's go. Good job, Poot to Boot. That's what I'm talking about. Equity's looking pretty weak right here. Let's see. Headlines coming out. UK, France, nothing crazy for us. Here comes some selling. VIX moving higher. Nas getting ready to pull back here too. Equity's pretty weak. Another move lower on Microsoft. Nvidia getting pretty dumpy looking. If Nvidia could break below 180, which it's trying to, it's at 180.05 right now. That'd be pretty huge for the shorts. Remember, the 30-minute was looking like a possible reversal lower, so could look for a short entry somewhere. Trying to get in short anywhere above that level. Yeah, equity's looking like they're ready to drop. See if we could pull back towards that 62 level I had mentioned. Minute 47 left. Nvidia 180.05, now 180.10, 180.13. It's dancing on that 180 right now. Wants to know if it wants to hold it as support or resistance. We just tapped back towards that 124.860. I'd rather go short on NASDAQ if we're seeing weakness on equities than going short on ES.
I say that. I'm just going long. Back to higher day.
There you go. All right, listen, man. If you see the setup, take it. Not short yet. I liked the 30-minute time frame was giving me some confidence in the shorts. We just tested back on that 62. I'd like to see us at least hold below that 62 area we just retraced to. If we can get back above towards like 70, then yeah, we can definitely possibly get back towards the buy side 100%. 100%. Nvidia trying to dance on that key level too. We did have some sellers at these recent lows we had, but definitely just a matter of being patient for the reaction too sometimes. 40 seconds left on the 5-minute. Nvidia is trying to hold. Google is struggling. Let's see. There we go. We're back above that 30-minute close that I was looking for. So look, we did break lower. Oof. Let's see. Nice pullback there. Nvidia pushed back green on this candle. Let this 5 close. Just be patient. 15-minute. Let's see. 5-minute. Equities, for the most part, do look like they're ready to sell off. Just be a little, like I said, be a little patient. We're not getting the clearest of directions anymore. Before we had a very clear bull trend. Now we see that 30 minutes fighting with the lower time frames. 30 minutes possibly giving us a reversal, but the lower time frame is still somewhat trying to hold. We are trying to make some new lows recently and some lower highs as well. So I really want to make sure the 79 tries to hold. If it doesn't, we might make that run towards the next high at 96. Let's see. We did just make another low, though, at 1033. Equity's getting a little weak here. See if we get a nice run down here for these shorts. Give us another new low right here to 37. I'll take a contract off for a quick little scalp. Very nice. Come on, so close. Oh, it was so close. Oh, no way. That'd be really funny. That's really funny. Let's see. Let's see. I wanted 37 as a target. It hit. What it hit? It hit like 40. And now I might pull back towards my stop near this 80s. Yeah, look at that. Buyer said, hold up, wait a minute. Seller said, wait. We want a little piece too, though. But we are seeing some buying volume on this candle right now. That is a huge red flag on these shorts. So yeah, I'm out. I'm outie 5,000. They heard you. They did hear me. They heard my stop loss. Watch that be a stop hunt. Nah, too much buying. Not giving it another shot. Nvidia trying to hold too. My cat's bugging out. That's too many signs to not take this anymore. Hopefully this plays out for Dan the man, though.
Thank you for the shout out. Yeah, it bounced off of the footprint pivot earlier at 24843 NQ.
Nice.
But your cat made me exit for a scalp.
He's got to stop doing that. I'll have a talk with him after the stream. He'll hear me meow. Get it? He'll hear me out.
Yeah.
But 30-minute time frame. Tough cookie right there, man. Killer bias today, dude, on those longs. That was awesome. There we go. I forgot about that. A little slow there. That's that Internet Explorer soundboard right there, man. My cat just types a bunch of 8s. Going in 888 contracts.
Do it, man. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Look at these buyers. Oh, man, that would have won. Oh.
Hey, Kevin, I've got to shoot off now. That wasn't boring at all. Of course, it's not boring when you win. So have a great day, everyone.
There you go, Dan. Get that money, man. Good job. Have a great day. Here's some sellers, aggressive sellers at that. Buyer said, thank you, come again. Let's see.
ES back on that trend line, that fan line. So let's see what it does here. It is back inside the box of that measured move I put in. So the height of that box was at 68.70. It initially rejected the 236.
Nice. Equity's
think
looking okay.
68 Yeah, still think 68.45 is on deck. Well, let's see. Could be wrong, of course.
Low volume shelf. Where you got a low volume shelf, Kyle? What are you looking at? 'Cause you know what it is right now. We got a lot of chop, so we're not really going to get those low volume areas. Because when price chops in that area for a long time, it gives volume the opportunity to build up. Nice long scalps on ES, brother. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you. YouTube, appreciate you. Bro, I didn't see that one. I saw him say, he said you got the testicular fortitude after the ES longs. I didn't see him say the nice long scalp, so I wasn't sure what he meant. YouTube homie, appreciate you. We do this Monday and Friday, man. Locked in with Kevin and Bullish Bears Mondays and Friday. Live Monday through Friday for a community at bullishbrs.com. Let's see. I love the self-control in this account. Nice. Here we go. Okay, Kyle. Okay. Killer, bro. Very good. Is that your account? Gotcha. VIX trying to move lower would help the buyers. Hourly closes in 16 minutes. It could also be something to keep an eye on. Am looking for buyers to continue higher, as they have been. Google selling off. ES needs good volume to get through the 68, 66. Here's a volume bubble starting to pick up. Here's some buyers trying to step in, but we're struggling. Want to see a squeeze here. Struggling, not getting that squeeze yet. Come on now. 40 seconds left. Amazon trying to move up. Apple moving lower. Meta moving higher. Google trying to get back up there now. Okay, we got 30 seconds. Can we start to squeeze? What a struggle here, man. But it's also struggling to move lower. So squeeze looks like it is trying to initiate to the upside here. There we go. Get us a little run going on the squeeze higher. Where we pop back down at 66. Let's see. There we go. Let's run up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a wee little bit. For a nice little scalp up. Very good. Come on now. Quick little runs to 70. We'll take off at 70. 68, 70. Wouldn't want to see us back below 65. There we go. Give us that break up. Let's go to 70. Struggling to find continuation. I really wanted to see a bit of a cleaner run up here on buying volume. The struggle's a little concerning on the longs. Just be a little patient there. Seeing some buying here at 68 as well, which again is a little bit of a red flag on the longs on this breakout. Shows me some sellers are trying to absorb this. Out. Audi 5000. Come on, hold that 66. Let's run up to 70. It's just a small 3-point run right there. There we go. Come on. I'll take some off at 69, some off at 69 right there. Moving stop to 66, 65, 25. There we go. Let's go, guys. Gonna get out into some strength there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Not too shabby, not too shabby. We had the right bias today. We killed it. We did end up using, so we used this broken supply as an area of support. Then we ended up using this key level, this 6850, as the next area of support. So it's a little too soon on the longs here. Then I did make the mistake, unfortunately, of switching my bias, which we should not do unless we have real confirmation. And then it did continue higher. I ended up saying no. We stopped out of the shorts and came back on ES for the scalp higher on this breakout of this volume area, the 66 we were looking at. Now, though, definitely done for the day. It is 10:48. Kyle, yeah, same, right? It's like TP hit again. Now I'm really done. Market, I promise I'm done. Greg, good morning, guys. What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well today. Happy Monday. Hope you guys were able to take some nice longs. Gonna go study some BB option stuff. Nice, bro. Nice. Bullish Bears got some great options, of course. It's funny, I don't even trade options, but from the years of Bullish Bears being around, Bullish Bears has been around since 2016, 2017. So almost 10 years now. You know, I've been trading with the community. I started out as a member myself, for anybody that's new here. I started out as a member myself back in 2020. So before I got into trading, I worked as full-time manager / pharmacy tech at CVS, 50, 60-hour weeks, crazy busy, always busy, and I loved it, right? Then I got really sick, talking surgeries, intestine issues, no more large intestines, so many issues, and then there were complications. The complications were the big issues were. But during all that, obviously I wasn't able to work. I was like, I gotta do something. I was always there to help my family, always there to help everybody. I liked helping people in general. That's how I was able to find this educational space. But at that time, I didn't really care about education. I just cared about teaching myself, learning myself. I found options. Somebody showed like an ad for 13,000% return on options, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, I gotta learn that. And all that 60 hours I took from working, I went studying. I just book after book, video after video, course after course. And again, found Bullish Bears, joined as a member, and at some point I ended up like going away a little bit as a member. I found a mentor myself, because Bullish Bears didn't have a whole mentorship. It didn't have like a me back then, where it had like a futures mentor. Went on my own, found a mentor. It was Carmine Rosato, fantastic guy, great option, great order flow, and futures trader, and it was all up from there. Then I ended up coming back to Bullish Bears, reached out to Lucian, said, hey man, listen, I'm doing real well. You guys were a great community to me. You guys looking for anybody to help on the stream side, on the education side? And that's how that all picked up, and the rest is history. And I'm sure glad I reached out about it, because it's a pleasure coming in every day and trading with all of you fine folks and helping you guys too on your trading journey. And that's a little about me. It's good to know who you learn from, who you're talking to, right? Let's see. ES, trying to continue here. We do still have price targets of 68.80 to the upside. I had 88 earlier. Very possible. 15-minute, 30-minute. Not going to close bearish on the 30, that's for sure. Guys, something you can do to help yourselves out a little bit if you're having trouble with the entries, having trouble with stopping out too soon, or just having trouble figuring out direction, is do what I'm doing on this time frame analysis, where it's like, okay, I trade on the 5-minute, but I want to check the 15. I want to check the 30. Now, if you don't know how to do all of that, there's two ways you can do it. The first way is just to look at the general chart on that time frame and say, okay, have we taken out any recent highs? Okay, yes, we have. That's great. Have we made any recent lower lows recently? No, we haven't. That's great. Or you could look at the more recent candles and say, okay, where is that recent 30-minute? Okay, let's say we were trading on this one. The recent 30-minute candle from 9:30 to 10 was extremely bullish. I'm going to look to go long. And even this candle right here, right? Even though we didn't break lower, we could have said this candle from 10 to 10:30 made new high of day. This is still a bullish candle. I want to see if we can hold and continue. And again, same situation in that if you need help finding the entry points, you can mark things out like, here's this candle's open, so if I am looking for continuation from the last candle, my ideal entry is going to be buying anywhere underneath the open, because I'm looking for this to push back green. And vice versa, whichever way if you're going short. And again, what else you can do is mark out that recent candle's high and low. That will also give you a little bit of an idea of where that recent range was. Say, okay, if we trade near the lows, I'll want to buy the lows, sell at the highs. Or if we break higher, look for a new fair value gap and take that. Almost like an orb, but just giving yourself off that recent candle. And you can do that on any time frame. Just make sure you're not going up to like a 4-hour and then trading the 5-minute. Boom, there's your gold nugget of today, guys. That was a good gold nugget right there. Alright, let's see. Choppin', 10:53. Yo, if you're here on, where was it? It was YouTube, right? I hope whoever was here on YouTube was talking about longs on silver earlier when we were on this 15, and I said just let it close, and it did end up closing more bearish, so very choppy on metals right now. Let's see. Do. Alright, pretty range bound, guys. We are going to wrap up the stream right there. That is Locked In with Kevin and Bullish Bears. That is our Monday live stream of the day. Absolutely killer day today, man. So glad markets were finally able to give us a good trading session. Markets have been very consolidated lately. We have been doing okay, but today was just a very simple read, very easy read, and even right off the open, we had the right buys, right? Going into the market, knowing that if a majority are thinking one way, markets love to do the opposite, especially intraday. Guys, I'm not talking about a higher time frame scale where on gold, we were making new all-time highs, and people kept covering that we're making all-time highs. That's not everybody being bullish. Everybody being bullish is when we have a massive event, just like we had with the U.S. bombing Iran, and everybody flipping out. And like, when I say everybody, I don't mean like, oh, CNN and NBC and Fox and this and that. I'm talking about everybody retail-wise, everybody content creator-wise. They're all going, oh, wow, look at this easy short. If everybody's saying it, and it seems too easy, and it seems too good to be true, doesn't it seem a little too good to be true? And that's what made today's rally even that much easier to spot before it even happened. That and, of course, the history of the last time we bombed Iran over the weekend. Markets opened very bullish. So, guys, that's what's up. That's how we trade around here. The Bullish Bears way. We know how markets trade, and we stay patient and wait for those reactions. Really great job today, everybody. If you're here on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe. And if you're here on Discord, you know it's always all love. Appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We can see if we got any headlines tomorrow or economic news. Absolutely, Joyce. My pleasure. So let's see. Tomorrow. Nothing tomorrow. So tomorrow I will host the Market in the Morning episode on the Market AI YouTube channel. That's going to be from 8:20 to 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow before our live stream here at the Bullish Bears community. And then this week, because it's the first week of the month, we do have on Thursday unemployment. Where is it? I thought we had... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Friday. Unemployment and non-farm payrolls. So Thursday we have initial jobless claims. Thursday we have unemployment and non-farm payrolls, both of which we will do the Market in the Morning episode and cover those segments, and we'll cover how those datas come in. You know, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate. Unemployment rate hit a very high point in December at 4.6%. Since then, it has started to decline. 4.4, 4.3. Is it still declining, or are we going to see a higher reading on non-farm payrolls again? That's what I want to know. Guys, I will see you all tomorrow.